Hi, I'm Joe and welcome to the channel. You know, there's this one interesting magical thing that happens when you're playing chords in the open position. Those open strings are ringing out, just making things sound so much fuller. Well, we probably all know about open chords, but let's look and explore them a little bit deeper in this micro lesson. And with the power of the capo, we actually can utilize open chords in different keys. Hey, if you're new to the channel here and you find any value in this video, please do me a favor and consider supporting the channel for free by subscribing down below. Let's grab a guitar and let's look at open chords. So what's so cool about open chords? Well, when you have open strings ringing, as I mentioned in the beginning, it just adds some fullness to the song. But what's also cool is if you have the same ringing open strings when you're moving your chord progressions, you can add some continuity to what you're playing. So as an example here, let's pretend we took our E power chord, and instead of doing a power chord, let's do this shape where we're going to actually play the first three notes exactly how you play a power chord, but we're going to leave our open B and open E string, and now play the whole, all six strings. Just has a nice full sound. It's different than this open E. And what you can do is leave those top two strings open in a chord progression. So let's just make something up like So you see, all I was really doing there was just moving my power chord shape, but I was keeping the open top strings. So that's really nice, just again to add some continuity to your chord progressions. And you can do those same types of things if you're playing like maybe down here, this E. And all I'm doing there is I'm basically playing the E chord, and if you can imagine my minor chord here, but I'm actually using that same shape but leaving the open E string on top. So you're actually creating sort of like an E drone on the top. And you can use the same E shape if you want to and play around with the E going to like a B to an A. But again, leaving those open strings, the open low E and the high E and B string. So you can see these open strings are really a lot of fun. These open chords are really a lot of fun to play. And you can just experiment moving similar chord shapes that you're already familiar with all around the neck. But what's really kind of interesting is you might say to yourself, well, I'm kind of locked in. I'm locked into E, right? I'm locked into that because I have those as my main open strings. But that's not true. We can actually use a capo and put it anywhere on the neck and have the same thing happen. So let's go ahead and put the capo on the first fret. Now we're going to basically playing in maybe the key of F. So now I'm just moving that same shape all around, or what you did in the beginning. So one of the real benefits of using open chords is that you automatically start to introduce what they call color tones to your normal chord shapes. So as an example, let's pretend we played a C up here, like we did a C bar chord. But if we leave the open two strings open, well, we still have a C here because of the capo, but now we have an F on top. So we would have basically here a C at 11, because the F would be the 11th. Now, I didn't have to know any fancy jazz chords, but automatically, just by lifting up my fingers and exposing those open strings, I now have nice color tones. So let's take a look at this chord progression. If we look at those chords, we're basically playing an F, and then we're going to start introducing some chord inversions. We basically still have an F here, but because we're actually playing the G, we actually have an F chord, F2, because of the G, over A. And again, we keep those open strings, which is part of the F chord, the F and the C. And then if we go here, we have a B flat 2, because we're adding the C. And if we move up to the C chord, because we now have an F on the top, we actually have a sus chord, like if we were playing this chord. Well, now we have this. You can hear that sus on top. And again, I'm not doing anything real magical with my fingerings. I'm using similar fingerings. But those open strings really add that nice, beautiful color. So I really just want to encourage you to start experimenting with open chords and using a capo. Try these in different positions. I think you're going to find there's some beautiful sounds to be unlocked by simply adding a capo and using open strings. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you found some value in it. And if you did, please do me a favor and consider subscribing down below, hitting the like button, and knocking on the bell. All of these things support the channel for free, and I'm very grateful for that. As always, I wish you a great day.